Looking for the perfect gift for the gardener in your life? Well, I've rounded up over 20 garden-inspired gifts that are either beautiful, practical, or fun, or all three. Items that I actually use in my very own backyard suburban garden. These are items that make gardening, everyday gardening, easier and more enjoyable. In this video, I'll be sharing tools, clothing, books, decor, and a few bonus items that almost any gardener will love. I'll share why I enjoy these items and how they make gardening more fun and easier. And most of them you can find on Amazon for faster shipping. And full disclosure, a lot of them are affiliate links, and I'm going to leave those in the description box. But if we haven't met before, my name's Michelle from Michelle's Garden Grows, and this is my potting bench out in our garage. And I'm a registered nurse by trade and education, but I've been gardening for over 5 years in my suburban backyard garden here in Southwest Virginia, Zone 7B. While I'm no gardening expert, I've learned a lot along the way, and I love sharing what I'm learning, all the tips, tools, treasures that make gardening fun, organized, and maybe even a little magical. If this kind of content appeals to you, be sure to hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow together. Now let's get into the video. And I would love to share this mug with you. This mug is something my husband got made for the women in our congregation on Mother's Day, and it says a woman of valor, and it has the Hebrew for that. It's a phrase from Proverbs 31, and it has these beautiful flowers that are flowers from the Bible. And let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to have too. A woman of valor means that she is a woman of great courage and strength and dignity because she has faith and trust in the Lord. Currently, this mug is not anything that we're selling, but if you think it's something you would like to have, let me know and I'll see if we can start getting them ordered. The first item I would like to share with you that would make an excellent gift for gardeners or nature lovers is Because Tees. These t-shirts and hoodies, and they have some other apparel as well, are made out of 100% high quality cotton. And with every purchase, they plant trees, and they are a female-owned Northern California small family business celebrating and helping the planet through art and apparel. And what's really neat is they also say on their website that these t-shirts are made in a certified facility that is 100% sweatshop free. So you can feel good about wearing it knowing that it was made ethically and responsibly. And I was gifted these t-shirts, but I would buy them as a gift in a minute. Speaking of eco-friendly, let's talk about something that is a way for gardeners to give back to their garden and the planet. This is the Vego kitchen composter. It's a countertop composter, and I really love it. It makes composting so easy in the wintertime because I can just work in my kitchen and all my scraps go immediately in here. And once it's full, I can start composting right here. You do have to add a tablet to make it actually be microbial activated, but you can just take all of what it does and take it right out to your compost bin in a few days. So I don't have to go to my compost bin multiple times in the cold weather. It's also great, I think, for people who live in apartments and don't have the space to have a backyard compost bin. Once you have your compost in the garden, you have to plant your plants. And this tool called a dibber makes it so much easier and fun to transplant your seedlings into raised beds. It's perfect for herbs, flowers, and small vegetable seedlings. And it helps you get a precise depth and measurement so that they can be consistently growing. This one is made of wood, and I have gotten it quite dirty. I haven't cleaned it, but I love this little tool. It's always with me in my garden bag. This next item, called the seeding square, helps you plant your seeds with precise measurements in distance and depth. And it's based on the square foot gardening principle or method. And it's good for beginner gardeners. It's fun for children, and it's even fun for experienced gardeners. It comes with a planting guide that shows you the color codes, and depending on which vegetable you're planting, it will be assigned a color. And then you look on the seeding square to what that color is, and that'll show you how far apart to plant your seedlings. And basically all you do is push this into the soil, and then you use this little dibber that has measurements on it to poke, and then you plant. So it's press, poke, and plant. And this is a really fun gift for, like I said, beginners, children, or even experienced gardeners. Now that you've planted your seedlings and your seeds, then comes time for deadheading, pruning, and harvesting. And these are 8.5-inch titanium professional bypass pruning shears, and they're lightweight, and they have an ergonomic handle, and you can actually close and open them with one hand because of this little part here. But they have a bypass pruning blade, which is 2 different blades, and it makes a very precision cut on the plant, and it's much easier on your hands as well. This next tool makes gardening easier because it is 3 tools in one. It's called a hori-hori knife, and that's a Japanese term, but basically it has a pointed edge and a flat edge, which is good for planting and digging. And then it's got this serrated edge, which is really good for chopping and cutting. And it also has numbers on it, so it's really good for measuring depth when you're planting bulbs and other plants. And so it comes with this leather sheath to keep it safe, and I do use it, but I do need to clean it. So this is another great garden tool that would make a great gift. This next item would make a wonderful gift because it is a leather garden tool belt. It's great for farmers, florists, and gardeners. And it has these really nice pockets that you can put your hori-hori knife in, as well as your bypass pruners. And this makes my job so much easier in the garden when I have this on, because I don't lose my pruners. And it has a belt on it so that people of different sizes can wear it, so you don't have to be worried when you buy it for a gift if it'll fit your gardener. And it also comes engraved. I don't know if you can see it, but they engraved mine with Michelle's Garden Grows. So that's another reason it would make a beautiful gift, because you can get it engraved. Now let's talk about a few gift ideas that fall into the area of garden attire. I love this garden apron. I wear it all the time in the garden. It has these wonderful little clasps on the side. It has pockets that you can put your shears in if you're not wearing your leather belt. And I also have these wonderful garden gloves made by the same company. They are called Rugged Guard leather gloves, and mine are quite dirty, but they are great for when you're doing heavy duty work where you might get pinched or poked, and they are just high quality, and they come in a bunch of different designs. And of course I chose Monarch Butterfly, but these fit very well, and they really protect your hands. They would make a beautiful garden gift. This next item is so helpful in the garden, and they're so fun to wear. They are called protection sleeves, and these are newer ones. My other ones have gotten so dirty, and these were an extra pair that I haven't worn yet. But basically, you can wear a t-shirt out in the garden and put these on, and then they have a thumb hole, and you just put them on, and they cover your arms. They protect you from the sun. I think they are UPF 50 plus sun protection, and they're breathable and moisture wicking, and they come in different styles. They have monarch ones. This is the tropical print, but this would make a great gardener's gift. And as I said, it's fun and also protective. If this kind of content appeals to you, be sure to hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow together. This next item would make an absolute wonderful gift for the gardener in your life, or even your children or grandchildren, because it is a Kind Bee Farms pollinator leaf cutter bee house, and it comes shipped to you with leaf cutter bee cocoons. And if you don't know what leaf cutter bees are, they are kind, easy, gentle bees that are super pollinators, and they help with biodiversity in your garden, and they're very efficient at scattering pollen. But they hatch from these little cocoons, and they emerge from the cocoons, and then they go out into your garden and cut little pieces of plants and leaves, and they go back into these little nesting tubes and make cocoons. And then the whole cycle starts over again, and you can watch them go in and out from this little porch here. And it's just a lovely little thing to add to your garden. This item would make a beautiful gift because you could even stock it with items inside, but this is a trug style harvest basket, and it's styled after the traditional New England clamming baskets, and it's not only beautiful, but it's sturdy enough to become a family heirloom. And the veggies or whatever you're harvesting can be rinsed right in the basket before you bring it inside. It's crafted of pine, birch, and oak with a weather resistant hand rubbed oil finish and food grade vinyl coated wire to last many years. So the next item is garden books, and these aren't just any garden books. There's tons of gardening books I would recommend, but these books I think would make good gifts more than maybe some. The first one is The 5-Minute Gardener by Nicole Johnsey Burke. I have read multiple books of hers, but this one would make a good gift because it's small, it's year-round garden habits for busy people, and it has lots of quick things that you can do in the garden. So I think it would make a great gift. The next book is The Well Gardened Mind by Sue Stuart Smith. It's the restorative power of nature and gardening. And this was actually a gift I got from my son a couple years ago. And it was an excellent gift because I got it during the holiday season and I read it during the winter. And it's all about how the act of gardening is so much connected with our cognitive and mental health and how it is restorative. And it's written by a well-known psychotherapist from the UK, Sue Stuart Smith, and she's also a gardener. There's lots of research in it that backs up what she proposes about mental health and gardening, and it's great for anyone who wants to keep their mental health healthy. This next book would make an excellent gift because it's not super long, but it's packed with wonderful information. It's easy to read. It's lovely. And it's called Tea Gardening for Beginners by Julia Demakos. Learn to grow, blend, and brew your own tea at home. You get to know and learn the different types of teas and tisanes. You get to learn how to build your tea garden. And at the end, you dig into plant profiles. So you learn all the plants and herbs that you can make tea and tisanes from and all their details. But something I really learned in this book right off the bat is that there's one source known as the Camellia sinensis plant is where all teas come from, and knowing when to harvest and the correct way to process its leaves will determine whether you enjoy green, white, black, or oolong tea. Wonderful book. This next book is lovely. It would make a gorgeous gift to give to someone who loves gardening. It would be a wonderful piece of decor, a coffee table book, if you will, and not because it's boring, it's because it's so lovely and has these beautiful illustrations, paintings, and photographs that were actually commissioned inside. And it's called Becoming a Gardener, What Reading and Digging Taught Me About Living by Katie Marin. It chronicles her transformation into a gardener over a period of 18 months, and it's a delightful blend of informed opinion, personal reflection, and practical advice. I would highly recommend this. So we've talked about gift ideas for growing plants and seeds in the garden, but this gift idea is for growing all year round, and it's a seed sprouter. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm so excited to try it, especially this winter. I have a sandwich mix, seed mix, I have salad mix, sprout mix, and this is going to be a great gift because it's something that they can start doing right away. It's BPA free, so it's made, eco-friendly, and it can be something that they can use right away to grow their own fresh sprouts. Indoor seed starting time will be here before you know it. And if you know a gardener who likes to start seeds indoors, these are wonderful cell trays by Epic Gardening. They are heavy duty. They will last for years. And they have the 4-inch trays, which are for when you need deeper trays, and then they have the 6-cell trays, and I have been using these for the past few years. I love them, especially because they have the holes on the bottom. They have air pruning, side slits, and holes, and that helps to prevent root circling and just makes a healthier seedling altogether. And you can throw in, if you get these, you could throw in these Epic wood garden stakes. They're made out of eco-friendly and biodegradable wood, and they're really extra large, and they help them mark their plants in the garden. Let's finish off our gift list with a few of my favorite whimsical and practical garden treasures. First, wind chimes. They're such a simple way to bring gentle sound and a peaceful atmosphere to any garden. A beautiful gift for gardeners who love creating a relaxing backyard escape. And if you love the gentle sounds of wind chimes, a wind spinner adds movement and color, almost like outdoor art in motion. It's playful, eye-catching, and really brightens up my garden space. And I can see it from my patio and my kitchen window, and it just really adds movement to the space. Now, moving from whimsical to practical, the GreenStalk vertical planter is a space-saving wonder, perfect for growing herbs, greens, or flowers in a small area. It waters from the top and distributes moisture evenly, making it easy for beginners or anyone who wants to maximize their garden space. We like to grow greens and bok choy and lettuce in the spring and fall, and in the summer we grow bush beans in our GreenStalk. And finally, for gardeners ready for a big upgrade, we just transitioned to Birdie's raised garden beds this year from wooden garden beds, and I can't recommend them enough. They're durable, rot-proof, and perfect for growing vegetables, herbs, and flowers season after season, making them a fantastic long-term gift for any gardener. And last but not least, check out this little red cardinal. A video bird feeder is the last gift idea I have for you. It was so easy to set up, and it's brought so much joy to our backyard, especially in the winter when we don't have much to look at from our window and the garden is dormant. It's such a fun way to connect with nature and enjoy the backyard all year long. So there you have it. I've given you a lot of ideas for garden gifts for the gardener in your life. And if you found some ideas and found value in this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that we can continue to grow together. And I wish you a very happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.